too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. That'll bring up second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Now Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Smith, and it's complete to Kelsey. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
No gain, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Smith turns and gives to West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Smith sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And he's got his tight end. It's Green for the Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Roethlisberger looking to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Smith, no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 3rd and long, it's Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this
trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A big play that time on the catch and run. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Charkandrick West, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And the lead is now an even 30. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Thomas. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.